welcome back to another episode of Cocktails in La Casa with Jade of all Jades. It's Juneteenth, one of the most wonderful times of the year, especially for us as a people, and I wanted to do a very simple cocktail that speaks to that. So we're gonna do, I was originally gonna do a blackberry iced tea because blackberry, but we'll use that as a garnish. We're gonna do a peach iced tea, and I've made a homemade peach simple syrup, which I will go and break down in just a few minutes for you. We're using our Uncle Nearest whiskey again, a black-owned company. And I have a black-owned tea company by the name of Brooklyn Tea. We're gonna work with a creamy Earl Grey, which has notes of bergamot and vanilla, and we're gonna blend that with a white peach tea that has hints of lemongrass to make a really bright and refreshing cocktail for the summertime, and also to highlight our community. So let's go ahead and get into it. Very simple and straightforward cocktail. So I've cold brewed my Brooklyn tea because cold brewing I find takes away some of the acidity the same way that you do with coffee. So I cold brewed that for about 12 hours and I blended those two teas together to make a nice blend of flavors. So I'm gonna start off with my Uncle Nearest. Juneteenth, Juneteenth. And we're gonna do about 1.5 ounces of our Uncle Nearest whiskey. And then I'm so proud of this peach syrup. Let me break this down for you all real quick. I had a couple peaches in the crib that were getting ready to go bad. So I put them in with some water. I just threw them in their whole skin, seeds, all of that. Threw them in with some water and let them stew for about 1.5 hours on low. I let them cook and I let them really break down. Then I removed the seeds, blended the peaches up, and strained them through a really, really fine strainer. Made a simple syrup on the side, and then blended it with the peach simple syrup to make this very creamy and rich peach simple syrup. Or peach cordial if you want to be fancy. So we're gonna do equal parts of that with our whiskey because we're making a peach tea, so we want it to be nice and peachy. Ooh, I'm so proud of her. And yes, this is a whole honey jar, honey. And then our Brooklyn tea. Can I just tell you all that this is not just for the internet. Like, I am very excited to feature these black businesses. It makes my heart sing. It makes it warm. Like, I really enjoy uplifting my people. That's what brings me personal happiness. So I'm gonna do about 1/2 cup of our tea blend. And now let's shake. Okay, nice, creamy and rich. And we have a nice boozy peach tea. Ooh, beautiful. And then lastly, I'm just gonna add a little slice of lemon, just to brighten those flavors up. That vanilla, that bergamot, that peach, just to literally add a little bit of acidity. We're gonna top it off with some berries, blackberries, and that's it. That's our Juneteenth Jubilee. Thank you so much for joining me once again. Check out all things Jade of all Jades, jadeofalljades.com, Jade of all Jades on Patreon. We're dropping a recipe, a food recipe every single week, and we're having a really good time over there. So I'll see you all next week. Happy Juneteenth. Stop directing me, Fred.
You didn't drink it.
Oh, fuck!
That's how I was like, you're like, every time, thanks guys.
Let's taste our cocktail. Duh. This is really good though. It's refreshing.
Of course it is. Jade of all Jade.
All right, we officially done. I'll see y'all next week. Bye. I don't know some people who don't like blackberries. The black is better.